Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session for a client that was having anxiety and panic at the idea of doing presentations to people that they knew in their workplace, but the anxiety was at its peak in the moments leading up to in the first 30 seconds of any kind of presentation, and they didn't used to feel that way. And what you're going to hear is an element of performance anxiety hypnosis combined with elements of time distortion and the times in their life where they felt very, very confident. They could recall a time in the past when they just started this company where they were doing exactly the same kind of things, but they felt confident and they felt calm and they felt really in control. So you're going to hear regression to those confident resources. They also had a different context. They felt that when it came to communicating, it was fun and natural and well within their capabilities. And that was in the world of dating. Now, they were married at the point where we did this actual hypnosis session, but they could recall moments of their past where, for them, dates involved communication and they had complete trust and confidence in themselves that those dates would be absolutely fine. And therefore, that's a resource state. It's trusting that the capabilities are there and not needing to think of what's going to be said or how it's going to be said, but just trusting that that is there. And also, they felt a minute into a presentation, they were fine. It was only the first 30 seconds or so. So that element is taken. So the time distortion is to go through the sequence of what happens in a presentation backwards. So when it's finished, a few minutes into it, and then before it starts, but making sure that resourceful feeling is there throughout. So there's a bit going on here, plus lots of very empowering suggestions linked to calmness, confidence, and capabilities. All very important to feel that what you're doing is something that you're able to do. So I think this will help people that will maybe have anticipatory fear at the idea of public speaking, because your memories may be different and will be different from their memories. Maybe it's not dating for you, maybe it's talking with friends, but there will be moments that you feel very, very resourceful when communicating. And that's what this session is designed to harness. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a calm, slow, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, feel that you're drifting down into a place of calm and relaxation. When you breathe in a breath that's just a tiny bit deeper than before, feeling your diaphragm start to expand. And as you exhale, allow your breath to go on for longer than it normally does, creating a vacuum there in your diaphragm, enabling you to breathe more from the belly. the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the more your breathing finds that natural, deep rhythm. Notice how any tension in the jaw, the neck or the shoulders starts to melt away. And I want you to think of that younger version of you, how free, how confident, how calm they were in certain situations, and feel like you're breathing in exactly the same resources. The resources of confidence, of calmness, of complete expectation that things will go well. As you breathe in and out, I want you to remember a place where you lived early on in a new role. Maybe a place with lots of mirrors, a nice bathroom, and comfortable surroundings. I want you to go back and see that younger version of you getting ready on one particular day. Maybe see yourself trying on certain clothes, getting prepared for the day with the mannerisms and the posture of someone absolutely convinced of their capabilities. And when you see that younger version of you oozing in confidence and self-assurance, let me know by nodding your head. And then just imagine how good it would feel to drift back into that younger version of you, feeling excited, feeling that your life is an adventure, and that a true adventure has to be doing things outside of your comfort zone. And that's how you grow, by doing those things you've never done before. And imagine being back in that body, feeling that way, thinking that way. And just feel how good it would feel to look at yourself in the mirror, see how you're standing, how you're looking, the clothes you're wearing, and just remember that inner dialogue of a specific affirmation that as you see yourself, you say in a certain tonality, something that reminds you of just how resourceful you are. And notice that when you say those words, you feel that feeling, that everything seems well within your capabilities. And I want you to look at yourself there in the reflection of that mirror. Look at one pupil of one of the eyes, and as you stare into it, I want you to recall the time that you were preparing for a date. And I want you to see that version of you getting ready for that date. See the posture, the body language of someone that knows that communicating in a date is well within their capabilities. And then step into that version of you, reactivating those feelings of absolute certainty that you don't have to think about what you're going to say or how you're going to say it. You can just trust that all of that ability is there. Step into that version of you and just feel that it's the first few seconds, the first 30 seconds of a date. And notice how calm, relaxed, that there is a feeling of fun connected to the idea of communicating. So awaken that neural network responsible for communicating, and awaken that neural network responsible for fun. And as they both fire together at exactly the same time, notice how it becomes impossible to think about communicating without feeling like it's fun, without feeling like it's effortless. You've been communicating without trying your whole life, and sometimes when we try, we make it worse. So give yourself permission to release all the pressure of needing to try, and instead realizing and trusting that all of that skills and capability are already there. That when you're at your best when communicating is when you're not thinking. If your unconscious is willing to reactivate those old ways of thinking about communicating, whether one-to-one or one-to-many, face-to-face or over Zoom, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to think of a recent presentation where after a minute or so, you found your flow, you found your confidence. You had such inner belief that things were going to go well from that point onwards. And when you can recall that memory, seeing yourself as you were, let me know by nodding your head. And notice, this is just a minute into a presentation that may have lasted 10, 20, 40 minutes or longer. And a minute into that presentation, you knew for sure that it was all going to be okay. So step into that version of you, remembering how it feels to present while feeling confident, comfortable, with such inner belief that in this moment, all the thinking of what you're going to say and how you're going to say it goes away. Yet more evidence that you can trust your unconscious mind to do what it already knows how to do. Notice how you're breathing in this moment, the absence of any inner dialogue. Notice how relaxed you feel when you found that flow. And take that feeling and rewind it just 1 minute earlier. You've just been introduced and that same feeling is still there. No need to think, just feel how you feel and start talking. And if it feels that resourceful feeling there is there at the beginning, that's it, let me know. And then take that same feeling and go back another minute. Just as someone else's presentation is ending and yours is about to start, feel that sense of complete trust, a feeling of inner belief, feeling like a boss, feeling powerful, confident, in control, with an expectation just a minute before it starts that things will be fine. And when you access that resource at that time, let me know by nodding your head. And then go back half an hour before, seeing where you are on a schedule or an agenda, thinking that when it comes to you, you'll be absolutely fine. No need to think about breathing or talking, just trusting it will be absolutely fine. And then take it back to the beginning of that day when you're getting ready, recalling how you used to feel maybe just 2 or 3 years before. Allow that strong, confident, empowered feeling to come flooding back to you. knowing that later that afternoon you'll be talking, which is perfect for you because you are completely capable of talking. You can even say it's one of the things you do best. The communication is one of your strengths, your talents. So imagine you're getting ready on that day of a presentation in the afternoon, feeling confident, empowered, with an expectation that things will just go well. And then go forwards in time, feeling that feeling all the way up to that presentation. That when they say it's your time to talk, you have a sense that this is easy for you, reminding you of moments on a date or a presentation of the past or just talking with friends that this is easy for you. I want you to feel that your unconscious mind is now primed for new suggestions, new ways of thinking. That whenever you prepare to speak, notice how naturally calm and comfortable you feel, as if it's something you've done many times before, effortlessly. That it becomes easy for you to recall not the times it went badly, but all the times it went well. Those times when you felt completely at ease, calm and confident, and allow those same feelings to settle in now whenever you prepare to present. I want you to feel there's a difference between anxiety and readiness, that you will perceive low levels of anxiety as just what you need to prepare, a sense of readiness. So feel that gentle sense of readiness as though you've already succeeded before you've even began. You start to access the feelings of when it's finished and while it's in full flow right at the beginning, like you're taking future emotions and bringing them into the present. And with each outward breath, you let go of any pressure, feeling a growing sense of quiet confidence filling you from within. And the more time goes on, the more you'll start to think of presentations as simple, low-stakes tasks, something like a conversation, something well within your capabilities. Just like having a casual conversation with someone you trust. That it isn't even about you. Most of what you're presenting is data. You're just the messenger of that data. And as you focus on what you're sharing, any unnecessary thoughts melt away, allowing you to speak easily and naturally. That you recognize that whatever happens, you are already succeeding just by showing up and refusing to back away. That you at your most resourceful will find a way to make it work. Even if you were sick in the morning, you'll find a way to be there. You at your best seeks out the challenge, and the version of you that will find a reason not to do it, you take no pride in that part of you, so allow that to fade away. As you realize there's no need to think too much about it, because your mind and body know exactly how to handle this moment. And I wonder if you could imagine seconds before presenting, feeling a wave of calmness, as though this is just another ordinary thing you've done countless times before. And the more you focus on the present moment, the more natural and effortless it feels to express yourself clearly and confidently. To experience fun requires mindfulness, so allow yourself to be mindful in these moments. That you can find it easy to enjoy the experience of presenting, noticing how relaxed and comfortable you are, no matter the setting. That whatever the outcome, you know you are winning and learning and extracting value by simply stepping up and giving it a go. This is low stakes. This is within your capabilities. Every time you present, it feels more and more like a normal, comfortable routine, something that's no big deal at all. That you can trust. That your mind and body are fully prepared. And any sense of pressure seems to dissolve into calm focus. That it becomes easy to remember the moments when things went smoothly and easily for you, and feel like you can teleport back to those moments of feeling calm and confident and bring those feelings back into the present. You are relaxed, knowing that no matter what happens, you are always learning and growing, and that's a win. So give permission to reduce the stakes, to feel that this is no different in terms of capabilities than you going on a date from the past, trusting that you have more capabilities than is necessary to ensure it goes well. And right before presenting, whether face-to-face or online, you will experience a sense of clarity, focus, and readiness, as if your mind clicks into a calm, confident mode automatically. I now want you to think of the next time that you have to present. See yourself like you're an observer there in the room. See yourself looking calm and composed moments before it starts. See yourself smiling subtly right before it starts with a sense of knowingness that you've got this. See how you would normally feel a few minutes into the presentation right at the beginning. See it going well, and believing this is not a possibility, this is a destiny, that you are creating this future event in the way that you're thinking about it now. And then realize this is just thoughts within thoughts of someone from your past looking into one of your eyes in a reflection in the mirror. So go back to that place, feel a sense of wonderful confidence, and recall that that itself is also a memory. As you return to the present moment, realizing that all of this is just thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams, and you return back to the present moment, taking all of these confident resources back with you, leading to positive expectations of how things will be in your future. That you've reactivated the neural pathways of the past and allowed the more recent ones to fade away. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect fully into the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.